Hello guys and gals, Buffalo here. Welcome back to the windy Buffalo Range. It is very windy out here today. But you've tuned in to the fourth installment of Tiny Revolver versus Household Items. In this series, I take the North American Arms 22 short, which is the smallest revolver that North American Arms makes that I'm aware of, and I shoot common household items just to see what it'll go through and what it won't. It's all in fun, but if we learn something along the way, hey, that's cool too. Today, I'm going to be shooting a box of Arm & Hammer baking soda to see if it'll go through this or not. I'm using the CCI Hollow Point 22 short, 27 grains, rated at 1105 feet per second. I know we're not getting that out of this tiny revolver, but the last video in this series at the end of December, I'll do some chronograph work and I'll shoot into a 10% gel block. So we'll get some more scientific, I guess you could call it, than what I'm doing here. But up until then, I just want to kind of guess at what it'll go through and what it won't without knowing the actual velocity. Here is a look at that little tiny hollow point. Little tiny, doubling up on my adjectives there. It's a little rascal. So, I'll get the baking soda set up, and we'll see if it'll go through this or not. And if it does go through it, we'll set up several boxes and see how many it'll go through. I've got my box of baking soda clamped up with my trusty rusty wood clamp. You guys know how this works. Alright, here we go. Tiny revolver versus 1 pound box of baking soda. I'm going to have to try to kind of hit low on the box because it only feels like it's about halfway full. I want to hit where there actually is baking soda. There's my entry hole. So did it go through? Oh. It damaged the back of the box. I believe it went through. There's some powder here on the wood. I don't think it just hit the back of the box. I think it actually did go through. Let's check. Let's check this back stop. Haha. Here's a bullet, where a bullet hit, and that's baking soda. So the bullet did go through. So that means we need to set several boxes of baking soda up and see how many it'll go through. All right, so here we go. I've got 5 boxes of Arm & Hammer pure baking soda set up and ready to go. What do you guys say we catch this bullet? Here we go. All right, let's see what we've got. I hit right there. Let's see, did I go through? Obviously went through one box again. Set it to the side. Here's the hole of the second box. No exit. So our bullet is in this second box of baking soda. Okay, so that was interesting. I thought that it would get caught in the first box, just to be honest with you. So it did make it into the second box, but not out of it. So I've got the second box here. You can see the entry there. Looks like the bullet hit sideways, so it was tumbling. Now there's no way for me to tell how deep it went into the baking soda because it just gets shook up. So I'm going to just pop this open and pour it out and see if we can recover that bullet and what the bullet looks like if we do recover it. Man, I tell you what, the right person come along and seen this white powder at my range, I'd get in all kinds of trouble, wouldn't I? Look at that. I am not seeing the bullet. It's in here somewhere. Haha. Here it is. Cleaned it up a little bit there so you guys can see it. Looks about the same as when we shot the toilet paper. Kind of flattened out on the end. But it didn't really mushroom, just kind of flattened out. But there it is. I'll show it compared to an unfired one so that you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about here when I say it flattened out. There's an unfired one, and whoop. Versus the one that I recovered. See how it kind of flattened out there on the end? Interesting. Well, I'm going to keep the series going. I'll be choosing all my targets from this point on. Actually, the last two, I've already been picking your guys' suggestions. And you guys left me a ton of great suggestions. I appreciate it. There's no way I'm going to get them all in. So I'm just going to kind of pick the ones that I can get a hold of easily and move forward with them. The series is a lot of fun. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Always remember, if someone asks you to give up a little bit of your freedom for the greater good, that freedom is the greater good. But that's all I've got, and I'll talk at y'all again soon.